Maybe after the Industrial Revolution, this is the biggest thing.
AI.
I think every business is going to have an AI agent.
One of the most important things I would advise is to learn AI.
Can you feel the panic and overwhelm setting in just from that intro? The biggest worry I see is that business owners are fearful that they're going to become the Blockbuster to someone else's Netflix. One of your competitors eats your lunch because they leveraged AI and you're left behind. It's overwhelming because there are so many different tools, applications, hype, and frankly, a ton of bullshit too. I want to reduce the overwhelming complexity for you. This graph from Anthropic is going to help us declutter 80% of AI chaos you're experiencing. I know it may look overwhelming right now. It's going to be very simple when we go through it. Then we're going to work on the remaining 20% using this AI implementation matrix, which provides an easy scoring system to decide what projects you're going to introduce AI automation into. Before we get to that, I want to zoom out a bit and look at the bigger picture. We need to break down and alter the way you're thinking about AI because there's a good chance you're feeling overwhelmed. In psychology, cognitive load theory explains that our working memory has a finite capacity. When you ask a business owner to figure out AI, you aren't just giving them a task, you are flooding their brain with 3 distinct types of mental weight that compete for space. First up is intrinsic load. This is the inherent complexity of the subject itself. AI is naturally heavy because it involves new vocabulary as you hear acronyms like LLMs, RAG, AGI, Gen AI. This creates a mental load and your brain is so busy trying to define the terms that you have no room left to think. This is where you start to hear the Charlie Brown like wah, 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 wah. Someone is talking, right? So we're not going to worry about unnecessary AI jargon. It's not a part of this video. Next up is extraneous load. This is the mental effort caused by the way information is presented. Chances are you're being bombarded by AI influencers that are exclaiming that AI will either save your business or destroy the world. This noise doesn't help you learn. It just occupies the working memory, leading to decision fatigue. In the tactical section of this video, we're going to discuss how to analyze your business and find the smallest possible project you're going to work on to help reduce the noise. Last is germane load. This is the good kind of mental load. It's the mental energy used to help us understand how AI actually fits into your specific workflows and how you can leverage it for your business. Now, first, let's start by identifying the stuck cycle you're probably feeling. We're going to approach this through the lens of cognitive behavioral therapy because I want to help challenge the way you're thinking about AI. Here's a hypothetical situation. Your competitors are adopting AI to speed up operations. The thought, if we don't implement AI into our business, we will be left behind. The emotions, fear, anxiety, confusion, and overwhelm. The behavior, inaction, stalling, and ignoring AI solutions. CBT emphasizes taking action even if you don't feel motivated or confident. My guess is you feel motivated, but you don't feel confident due to AI being new and overwhelming. Instead of waiting to feel ready, I want you to take small structured steps. The first step is changing your thoughts around AI. This is an example of catastrophizing. It's one of many maladaptive thoughts which is based in fear, which leads to paralysis. We need to change this thought into an adaptive thought, which is based on agency, which leads to action. So let's try reframing it to, we don't need to win the AI race today. We just need to prove that AI works for us in one small, repeatable way. That thought is the focus now. The feelings that come with that statement are clarity, relief, and ownership. It's pretty simple, really. When you change the thoughts you have around AI, it changes your feelings and therefore your response and actions. Just by tweaking the thought, it can lead to more positive outcomes. So I do want to talk strategy and tactics here shortly, but just a little more about psychology and behavior will set us off in the right path. Personally, I think finance guru Dave Ramsey has a lot of flaws. The biggest being that a huge piece of his business is pushing leads into high-fee advisors for his own profit. That's a different discussion. But I think his approach to paying off debt is really smart and we're going to borrow from it. The standard logical approach to paying off debt is to prioritize on interest rates. So pay off your high-interest debt first and work down the list accordingly. So the situation might look something like this. What Dave recommends is to focus on the quickest wins first, because what you have isn't a math problem as much as an emotional problem. When you start to see and feel wins, then you get more emotionally invested. So he would recommend a chart that looks like this. The quickest win is paying off the $2,000 loan. The payoff to you is that mentally you've cleared one debt from the list, and that positive emotion leads to more action, even if it's not mathematically the most sound decision. Humans are emotional animals. That's why we're going to focus on small wins so we can stack momentum and good AI vibes. Now, let's apply this to your business. Many business owners are motivated to take action, but they feel overwhelmed trying to take on such a big project. Just like the overwhelmed person deep in debt, they take on the big project and they don't see enough momentum quickly enough and they burn out. So how do you reduce the noise and clutter? Step 1, remove 80% of your options. Ideally, I want you to focus on just one employee and the tasks that they perform at your company. We want to find a position that would benefit from AI. Anthropic did a massive study on the labor market impacts of AI, and if you scroll down their article, you'll find this funky chart I shared with you earlier in the video. On the outside ring, you will see 22 different types of occupations that may be related to your business in different ways. The filled in blue area is theoretical AI coverage. This means AI right now can help in these areas. And then the filled in red section is where there's actual observed AI coverage, meaning that AI is actually being implemented in those areas. My recommendation is to hone in on those red areas where AI is already being observed and implemented. We don't need to reinvent the wheel. Just look at the data that says, here's how people are actually implementing AI right now. If we scroll down a little further, you can see the most exposed occupations. The ones that stand out to me as the easiest to implement AI into are the following roles: customer service, data entry, and financial analysis, which I'll include accounting in this one. If you don't have these positions at your company, I'd suggest focusing on a marketing position because I can speak firsthand that many marketing tasks can be automated with AI. So think about a role at your company. Better yet, a specific person that might make sense to focus on based on these key areas. This is going to help reduce your overwhelm quite a bit by giving yourself permission to forget all the other positions at the company and just focus on one. So step 2, I want you to come up with a detailed list of tasks for this position. Hypothetically, let's say you own a software company and you choose a finance associate at the company. This is where the AI implementation matrix comes in. You can get a free copy of this Google Sheet in the description below, and it also includes helpful prompts and resources mentioned in this video as well. So the first 3 columns are easy, just the name of the person, their department, and job title. Column D is where you're going to need to put some work in. What I want you to do is write down every task this person performs, name the task, and add a brief description of what that task entails. Then in column E, you estimate the number of hours spent each month on the task. If you have an open-minded employee who is very growth-oriented, you can assign this task to them by being upfront that you want them to lead the AI charge and grow within the company. If you don't have the type of person in that position, I suggest doing this section on your own because many employees will feel threatened to their job security. I'm going to talk more about this later in the video and how to handle these types of conversations. So once you have a list of tasks written out, we're going to go to the prompt tab. I want you to copy and paste this prompt into your AI chatbot of choice. Personally, I use Gemini because I like keeping things in the Google universe. I just need you to edit the second last line to provide context about your business, and then I need you to copy and paste all the tasks from column D at the bottom of this prompt. Gemini is going to give me an ease of implementation score 1 through 10 and a safety score 1 through 10 for each of these tasks. The higher the implementation score, the less complexity, and the higher the safety score, the less chance of an AI hallucination causing issues in your business. Then copy and paste those scores into columns F and G of your matrix. Next, column H will automatically tally up the total scores and give you insights into which tasks you should consider automating with AI. You can easily create a filtered view and click on the little funnel icon in cell H1. Then select Z to A, and you can also save that filtered view and see it in the future with this little calc icon. What we're doing is the Dave Ramsey approach. We're not focusing on everything at once, and we're not filtering by hours of work saved each month. We're filtering by ease of implementation and safety. What are the easiest AI wins that can help build momentum and confidence in your journey of AI implementation? This is what clarity feels like. I really like the idea of automating that SaaS stack audits. So let's see if we can save the finance associate 5 hours of work per month automatically on autopilot. But before we get to that, let's talk about those pesky feelings. This time, not your feelings around AI, but your employees. Pretty much any employee that wants to keep their job is going to feel threatened when you start automating aspects of their work. You have to decide what type of company you want to build towards. My preference for you is not to reduce headcount, but increase efficiency in each department. Efficiency leads to increased revenues, and if you can properly communicate this, your growth-oriented employees will be excited to earn more income by creating more efficiency in their work. work. In the prompts tab, I have a change management prompt. You can copy and paste it right into your chatbot, and this is going to help you come up with a communication plan with your employees. Because if you just start forcefully automating their tasks, it's going to spread fear throughout the organization and create friction and dissent. You want to explain the why behind AI adoption in your company. Next up on the screen, I want to walk you through the process of automating the SaaS stack audit for your finance associate. We're going to make this an automated, repeatable process. And again, focusing on a simpler AI automation so we can build your skills towards more complex tasks in the future. Let's keep the momentum going, and I'll catch you in the next video.